what a pity. He put the ball inside there. Daffy James, he was absolutely clear, but once again, good cover tackling. Here's where it started. The difference here, you see, is Jenkins misses a man out. That gives them room outside. Great juggling by Shane Howarth. And if only Thomas could have got the ball inside here, there was a try on.
Poor old Arbizu must be dreading the next tackle. He got a hand in the face that time from Thomas. Quesada with the kick. Thomas underneath it. Offloads to Howard. Howley, he's tackled from behind by Simoni. Now there's control. Scott Quinnell using his enormous strength to turn that into good ball. Again it goes wide. Taylor, but he tried to just put on a little short pass to Howarth and it didn't work. He'd have done far better to have held on and taken the tackle.
That was a pity. It's all a bit too congested outside. Shane Howarth too close to his man there. Once again, Jenkins doing the miss pass. That's what made it. Howarth too close. Once again, it breaks down.
Moving towards half-time. Penalty against Wales for going down that time. They certainly seem to have the edge on the Argentine front row, but it's no good if they don't keep it straight. And Quesada looks as if he's going to go for goal. He is from fully 51 metres.
He's a pretty cool dude, this lad, isn't he? Takes his time. The crowd don't like it. They get on his back. So it doesn't seem to bother him.
2 out of 3 so far. And you can see the game now being played in a very steady drizzle. Even for this long kick, it's just 2 or 3 slow paces, and he's got the distance. It's over. Great kick from Quesada, and Argentina lead 9 points to 6 as we go into the 40th minute.
It doesn't bother him, does it? Takes his time. Crowd don't like it. That was a big kick.
Well, we've just been informed 4 minutes of injury time, so Wales have got plenty of chance to launch another assault before half-time. Wyatt wants to take it quickly, but Howarth's not having any of it. And Wales with a line out, but back on their own 22.
You can see possession now in the opponent's half. Argentina have turned it round, very much playing to the strengths, kicking for the corners.
Wyatt again out of the line out, this time comes into the middle. It's a poor throw again though, Argentina have it. And Wales are really struggling to get the sort of quality possession that they know they need. Back it comes to Pichot. Quesada. In off the right wing, Bartolucci. Well tackled by Sinkinson and Taylor. And a penalty to Wales to relieve the pressure. Argentina that time getting themselves into problems and having to resort to handling on the floor.
Gives a great chance. Terrible throw at the line out from Wales. Lack of communication, if something went wrong there. In the end, they got away with it. Penalised here for holding on.
Jenkins with a good kick. So Wales now have the throw in at the line out on the Argentinian 10-metre.
Well, we apologise for the break in transmission. Please stay with us and we'll return to the Millennium Stadium shortly.
Young to lift Wyatt. Scott Quinnell through the middle. That time everything went to hand. Howley, now there's a bit of space on the right. Thomas, Gavin Jenkins. He needs to cut in field. Well done, he stayed, stopped the ball from going into touch. That was the important thing. Wales still have it. Can they get it wide now? Jarvis bumps his man up. He's under the posts. And Colin Jarvis scores his 4th try for Wales. And huge relief for the Welsh crowd. They've had almost nothing to cheer about for the whole of the half. And Colin Jarvis raises the roof.
Colin Jarvis like scoring tries against Argentina. Again, it's a long missed ball from Jenkins. There's no way they can stop him from there. It was a great build-up as well. Started on the right. We're just seeing the end of the try.
Good work there, Steve, from Gavin Jenkins. He did very well. Slipped at first, but then just made sure that he set the ball up without putting a foot in touch. And that allowed the move to continue.
Yes, he's hurt, but really him and Shane Howarth, they made the try. Howarth, lovely pass. Got the overlap away. We looked on the wing, and unfortunately it was Gavin Jenkins out there, wasn't it?
Neil Jenkins, though, puts over the conversion, and Wales lead 13 points to 9.
This is the end of the move. Jarvis is so powerful, isn't he? So strong. There's no way they'll stop him from there, and they don't.
That's how we teach him up at London Welsh. His early rugby played up at London Welsh, and then, of course, went down to Swansea. Well, Wales making a mess of trying to receive that throw. Pichot to the hooker, Ledesma. Quesada, drop goal from Quesada. Again, he's tops it. He was on target, but underneath the bar instead of over it. And the referee, Paddy O'Brien, whistles for half-time. Relief for Wales with that try from Jarvis just before the whistle. And they go into the half-time break, leading 11 points to 9.
A tough first half for Wales. We'll be right back to review the most important moments.
Well, the Welsh players coming back on the field with a new spring in their step. That try, Steve, did them a lot of good just before half-time, because they really were struggling to put things together until then, weren't they?
Yeah, they're a lot happier now. They didn't want to go into half-time down, that's for sure.
Jenkins this time to kick off. And I think what Wales will want from this second half now is a really assured performance so that they can move away. You always feel that if teams are going to have a real chance in the competition, Steve, they take these first matches in their stride and they put their marker down right from that moment.
Yeah, what they need, John, is some continuity. It's been sort of very bitty, stop and start. They need to get some flow into the game.
And as you can see there, the Argentinians have made a substitution at half-time. Lucas Ostiglia has gone off, and on has come the very experienced Rolando Martin. People in England know him well, played for Richmond in 1997, but he's winning his 50th cap. Jenkins gets the match underway after half-time. 13-9 Wales leading. Back it goes to Quesada. He had a good first half and starts the second half well as well, and puts the play down to the Welsh 10-metre line. Darren Jenkins still extremely unhappy with the ball, boys. He's calling for a towel to wipe the ball. There's a steady drizzle out there, and he's been having lots of problems with his throwing in, so he wants it as dry as possible. Paddy O'Brien telling him to hurry up. Now he's got to find his jumper. He's going for the long one. Finds Wyatt this time. Chavez sets it up, but they weren't back 10 from the lineup. They came up too early. Goes up to halfway. Now is Jenkins going to go for goal? Nope, he's going for the corner. Oh, and he's missed his touch. That really is a bad mistake. Wasted penalty. That should have been a line out deep in the Argentinian 22. Shane Howard gets past the first defender, sets it up. Good setup. Bit of space here now. Quick ball. Lovely ball out to Wyatt. And this time the second row is running. No thoughts of kicking now. Offloads it to Jenkins, who's forced into touch.
Good play by Wales. That's a good start. Shane Howard, he's so elusive. They kick deep to him. They're asking for trouble. Here's the end of the move. Chris Wyatt, very athletic for a second row. Kept the ball in field again. Very well.
There you see, making the pass immediately after the tackle. It has to be immediate, but he's perfectly entitled to do that. If he'd held on any longer, he'd have been penalised. Aliub, the second row, in trouble. In fact, it's Manuel Contapomi, the fullback, who was trying to make that tackle on Wyatt.
He's done a couple of good try-saving tackles. Contaponi comes across well. This is where Wyatt was just hauled down. Took two men. It wasn't a great tackle in the end, was it? Then he twisted his knee. It's a lesson there for schoolboys. John, if you're going to tackle, tackle properly.
I think the problem was partly that his hooker was also making a bit of a mess of the tackle, and he didn't know which bit to get hold of. Ledesma with the throw from Argentina. Now Wyatt's going to try and cut this one out at the front. No, they do it well though. That time they get it back to Aliub. And Wales penalised for hauling down the maul. Once the maul's formed, you cannot pull it down.
If Wales do have a weakness up front, it's the fact that Craig Quinnell is not a great line out forward, terrific round the park, strong boy, but really they use Wyatt all the time, and if he's not jumping, then really the opposition have got a free throw.
Craig Quinnell has really had quite a quiet game so far. Another line out Argentina. Ledesma. They put Wyatt back. And there you can see Craig Quinnell not looking as if he's going to jump even. Lets his man take it and immediately then just goes in to stop them coming forward. Pichot. Perez knocked backwards. He's not a very big man for a second row, and Wales have got the turnover. Dynamic defence. Jenkins gets past the first man. Howley can't get it away first time, does it second time. Quinnell, a little sidestep from him that was. And a knock forward at the last moment. Wyatt complaining that he was held back.
And again, just a pity. So Craig Quinnell, he's got a great line-out jumper, but he's a terrific forward, isn't he? Big bloke, good hands. And once again, it just spills out. That's where they've got to keep the flow going. That's what's spoiling it for them.
That little Quicksilver break around the base of the scrum. Quesada puts it wide, and Howarth lets it run into touch.
They rescued it in the end of Argentina, but that was a great scrum from Wales. They really took it to them. Darren
Jenkins was out of favour for a while, but Graham Henry very soon made it clear he rated him Wales's #1 hooker. Wyatt, we only just got it, the throw was low again. Gibbs back inside to David James. That time the handling worked. Jenkins